welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
NC State's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense will start this game off with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center down's going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without it. And he's in! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Has for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game.
And I'll tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we're talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved. But I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for running room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left.
He wants to go deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's John. That one's not even close. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Hits the open man. Found the seam on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Aggies are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeper. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense trying to take it back. Scored it into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Trying to establish the run. Nice move there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Makes the grab on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Churns into the pile. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Runs through a tackle. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. On the move. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. To throw, it's John. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The give to the left side. All over him immediately. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looks it in. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Bryant. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. It's a draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it out. It's hard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Texas State Bobcats.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach coming out of the locker room. They have to make some decisions here to start this second half. Their star running back getting his first start, he's young, and he has not run the ball well. They're trailing in this game, and they will have to decide how much they can rely on him here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They give it back to him. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's John. He's got the tight end. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Stopped right there.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
NC State 35, Texas A&M.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously,
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Drops back. It's John. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Holly, what do you have?
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Working the ground game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in.
Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real, but you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens, so they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about, but it's still early. It's week 3.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.